Lost Fjord. Today, one bad trail and one different choice leads us to views like this. Welcome. Let's go figure it out. Change of plans today. Today we're doing Lookout Mountain Trail. I know it sounds familiar, and we've probably done another one called Lookout Mountain, but this one's different, I promise. Definitely tell that spring has sprung. Cute little tiny white flowers. This area is very popular with trail runners, which still amazes me because this is an area that is nothing but hills, mountains, and steep bits. I'm pretty sure if I tried to run any of this, I would just fall over dead. I'm super impressed by those who can. You can tell they've done quite a bit of mitigation here as well, especially close to the roads, which makes sense. You can use the roads as a natural fire break, so if there ever was a fire in the area, it would make it up to that road, and in theory, the road itself would keep the fire from jumping across. Now, that's less likely to happen if there's tall trees against it, or a lot of brush, or things that can blow across the road. So fire mitigation close to the road helps limit that. Didn't realize it before we started, but apparently this is also a bike path. Again, something I could not imagine myself doing. Too scary. And you never hear of minor downhill bike crashes. I've noticed the couple of friends that I have that have done it in the past. Any wreck that they've had is serious. Broken bones, lifelong injuries. I got enough problems. I don't need to add to them like that. Look at these amazing glimpses here of the town and city below us. We've got, let's see, Golden. Boy, really, that's the only town I know out that way. Boulder's northwest of here. Gotten here early enough where the weather is nice and cool and the trails are pretty empty. I've seen a couple of trail runners, and I've seen trail runners up here running alongside the road and moving at a better pace than my motorcycle. Amazing. We've got options. We can stay on Lookout Mountain Trail, which is apparently a moderate, or Buffalo Bill Trail, which is green. Let's do Buffalo Bill. Making an on-the-fly decision. And hikers only. So Buffalo Bill was born in 1846, and throughout his life he was a scout, a buffalo hunter, a Pony Express rider, and of course built Buffalo Bill's Wild West Experience, the show that he's most famous for. even though Buffalo Bill wasn't from Colorado, after his travels as he grew older, he realized that Colorado is where he wanted his final resting place to be. And he chose an amazing spot, honestly. Once we get through the trees here, you'll see the expanse and the view that you would have had, especially back then, over the plains and the mountains at the same time. One here interesting fact for the day. Apparently, the son of the architect, I'm gonna try to get this right. The son of the architect that designed the New York Central Park, Olmsted, I believe. So his son, so Olmsted Jr., is the guy that actually designed and worked on the Denver park system. So kind of cool to see. A little bit different environment for sure. Apparently this tree is really interesting. Oh, that girl's interested. Everyone's checking their mail. You can see almost all the ponderosa pines up here have this orange bark, which is an indicator that the tree is probably at least 100 years old, which is impressive up on a mountain because they've got to survive the heat and the wind and the weather, and they still get pretty tall. One of my favorite things to do, especially if I know there's a storm incoming, is actually come up to this area, find a good spot with a view, and watch the storm blow in. We've got such an unobstructed view in this area that it's pretty easy to do, and it's kind of fun. Fun watching a storm, less fun being in one. After choosing this spot, and after passing away in 1917, there's actually some controversy on where to actually place him up here. Luckily, or for him, they put him up as high as they could, so he'd always have a good view. I can't blame him. From up here, we definitely have one. So we had talked about this being Lookout Mountain. Part of the reason it has that name is because the Ute and Arapaho actually did use this as a lookout spot. From here you can sit up and look down and watch game or animal movement, and keep an eye on the area. Make sure no one's trying to sneak up on you. So apparently it was when Buffalo Bill visited the lookout that he was so impressed by the view of the mountains and the plains that he told his wife Louisa and his daughter Irma and his foster son Johnny Baker that he would like to be buried up here. And in 1921, Johnny Baker opened up a museum, gift shop, and a restaurant in the building that he called Pahaska Teepee. And there you have it, Buffalo Bill's gravesite. I think he had the right idea. This is quite the view. I can't imagine what this would have looked like back in his time. No roads, bunches of trails, hopefully bunches of animals, and an amazing view. If you want to see more views like this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, buy your dog a turkey sandwich, something fun. See you guys next week. here on the Lost Fjord. If you enjoyed the peace and quiet on today's trail, take it as a sign. I share places like this every week and hope you'll come along for the adventure. If you click that like and subscribe button, you'll hear about every new adventure, hopefully every week. And if you're looking for the next quiet hike, check out the playlists here. Explore everything, and we'll see you out there.